Genesis 14 through 16. Then the king of Sodom, the king of Gomorrah, the king of Abram, the king of Zeboim, and the king of Bera went out and they joined battle in the Valley of Siddim with Abram, king of Abram, Tidal, king of Goim, Amraphel, king of Shinar, and Ariah, king of Elazar.
4 kings against 5.
Now the Valley of Siddim was full of bitumen pits, and as the kings of Sodom and Gomorrah fled, some fell into them, and the rest fled to the hill country. So the enemy took all the possessions of Sodom and Gomorrah and all their provisions, and went their way. They also took Lot, the son of Abram's brother, who was dwelling in Sodom, and his possessions, and went their way. Then one who had escaped came and told Abram the Hebrew, who was living by the oaks of Mamre, the Amorite brother of Eshcol and of Aner. These were allies of Abram. When Abram heard that his kinsmen had been taken captive, he led for this trained men born in his house, the 318 of them, and went in pursuit as far as Dan. And he divided his forces against them by night, he and his servants, and defeated them and pursued them to Hobah, north of Damascus. Then he brought back all the possessions, and also brought back his kinsman Lot with his possessions. The trumpets are calling, they've anchored their lines by the sea of the salt, to bring the great march of the east to a halt. With the tar in the earth and the heat in the air, they built them a trap, they built them a snare. But the 4 are approaching with iron and shield, to turn the dark valley to a killing field. Collision in the valley, the sound of shield on shield. The kings of the Jordan are forced to quit the field. Trap is sprung against them, the hunters are the prey, as the glory of the 5 kings is swallowed by the clay. The 5 had a plan in the valley of slime, to trap the great 4 in the pits of the time. But the Easterners pivoted cold and precise, and the rebels of Sodom are paying the price. Bera is falling, Birsha has fled, leaving his people for dying or dead. They scrambled for safety in the hills of the north, as the plunderers of Abram came greedily forth. They didn't just take the silver and gold, they emptied the granaries, everything sold, the bread and the water, the wine and the grain, leaving nothing but hunger and nothing but pain. And there in the line of the shackled and bound is the nephew of Abram, face to the ground. Lot of the Hebrews, the pride of his name, is led out of Sodom in an iron and chain. Collision in the valley, the sound of shield on shield. The kings of the Jordan are forced to quit the field. The trap is sprung against them, the hunters are the prey, as the glory of the 5 kings is swallowed by the clay. The smoke is rising from the Sodom gate, the 4 are gone, they wouldn't wait, but crawling from the pits of black and gray. The 5 are watching as the light fades away. They lost their gold, they lost their pride, they're counting up the ones who died. But look to the hills in the dead of the night, there's a shadow moving out of sight. No heavy boots, no clashing steel, just a strike you'll never see or feel. By the time the 5 kings wash the tar from their skin, kings are asking what happened here, while the savior of Lot is drawing